week, 150 writers and academics signed an open letter published in Harper's criticizing the current cancel culture. The letter was equally praised and mocked. Joining me now to react, author of Don't Burn This Book, our friend Dave Rubin. All right, Dave, good to have you on. You know, Dave, this letter to me is fascinating because you have all of these liberals who are saying, you know, we refuse any false choice between justice and freedom. We cannot have an intolerant society. And they go on in this letter about, you know, that people have to accept opposing views. I just find that hysterical because as someone on the right, we've had our views censored for several years now. What's your take on this?
Yeah, well, you're setting it up the right way because, look, any defense, I know you're going to agree with me on this, any defense of free speech is good, especially right now. However, most of the people on there who are lefties, liberals, progressives, whatever you want to call them, they've been pretty much silent as the mob has come for anyone that's right-leaning. I mean, we know right now during this show that there are people at Media Matters who are waiting for you, Judge Jeanine, or me to say one word wrong so that they can send a mob and try to cancel advertisers. They do this with Tucker. They do this with everyone on the right. And it's like, where were you guys? So what's happening now is that although it's late, it's like they're suddenly seeing their universities crumble because Princeton and Harvard and Yale, they're all having massive problems. We all see it. And we know that all the statues are coming down, as you were talking about earlier. And they're suddenly going, oh, the mob is starting to show up to my university and take down my statues, and they may show up at my house, so I better speak up. But I have to tell them it's a little too late. And I'll just say one other thing, which is a couple of the people on the list have tried to cancel me. So this thing was personal for me, too.
Well, I got to tell you, I read your book, Don't Burn This Book, and I have to tell you, I love it. It's great reading. It is. And but what doesn't make sense to me, Dave, is the fact that, sorry about that. What doesn't make sense to me is the fact that they wouldn't at least attempt to join forces with those of us on the left, because if they truly, on the right, I should say, because if they truly believe that there is no choice between justice and freedom, why not align yourself with people on the right, like with conservatives? We're stronger united, aren't we?
Absolutely, and that's what actually my whole book and my political evolution is about, because I was on the left, and then as I saw the left failing consistently on free speech, failing to stand up for the liberal principles that it purported to believe in, what I suddenly found was, oh, look at this. There's all these people on the right, these conservatives and libertarians who I may have some political disagreements with. That's fine. You read my book. You know we disagree on some stuff, but that's okay. But what do we believe in? We believe in the Constitution. We believe in free speech. We believe in free expression. We believe in capitalism. We believe that fundamentally America is a good experiment, and that's all it is. It's an ongoing experiment. And yeah, I think they're really afraid of being called conservative, that in liberal circles, that is still the scariest thing. Oh, you're suddenly friends with conservatives? You must be a conservative. And they've got to get over that because the ivory tower is crumbling, and it's going to crumble right on top of their heads.
Well, the amazing part of it is that the feelings are usually, I mean, from what I know, and I'm kind of in the middle of things here, it's from the left toward the right. They don't want to hear people on the right. I've never heard people on the right say, I don't want to hear from that person. I don't think that they should be allowed to speak at my child's university. I mean, and we know from the time that Donald Trump was elected that you become, you know, people unfriend you. They don't want you to be, they don't want to communicate with people I've had at my wedding don't talk, my children's weddings actually, they don't talk to me anymore. And it's not usually the right toward the left. I mean, the intolerance is on the left. Am I wrong?
The woke condition is a mind virus. What is a virus? A virus is very easy to catch and very hard to get rid of. And that's what this thing is. It all kind of sounds right. Everyone I disagree with is a racist. Well, that sounds pretty good. That's pretty lofty. Once you accept those ideas, you know that if you then walk away from it, you will be called a racist. So it's almost a self-hostage situation. But, you know, you also hit on something, which is that in the letter, the implication was, oh, well, we're not on the right. The right still has these problems. I don't think there was one Trump supporter on there. It's like, if you really want to be for a plurality of opinions, couldn't you have found one Trump supporter or one really staunch conservative that you would have believed could have signed on to that thing? So it's a disease of the left right now. It just is.
Thanks for being with us, Dave. Thanks so much.
If you're looking for more honest and thoughtful conversations about politics instead of nonstop yelling, check out our politics playlist. And if you want to watch full interviews on a variety of topics, watch our full episode playlist all right over here. And to get notified of all future videos, be sure to subscribe and click the notification bell.